So I understand you reported some concerns about the company's practices?
hmm Yeah, it was some stuff that was happening. I felt that, they wasn't legal. And I reported it. I felt like it was the right thing to do. I wouldn't, I, my goal ain't to get nobody in trouble or anything like that, but I was just trying to do the right thing. you know, it's quiet. I hope we're not
What
getting.
did your supervisor tell you to do?
He told me to mind my business and do my job. Now, what happened, I wasn't comfortable with, and I felt like I was doing the right thing.
Well, I'm sure you know that this is an at-will job.
What do you mean?
It means I don't need a reason to fire you. Let me explain. I can fire you because my kid pissed me off this morning, or just because I'm not in the mood today.
So, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is we're ending your employment effective immediately. Please go ahead and log out of all company systems, and we'll go ahead and email you your final details about your final paycheck.
No,
Have a great day.
No, this is not.
I am completely dumbfounded by this one, because just because you're an at-will company doesn't mean that you can terminate somebody. Like, I think this is called retaliation, right? Now, I'm no employment lawyer, so any employment lawyers down in the comments below, let us know. But from my limited experience and knowledge, this sounds a lot like retaliation to me, right? If somebody reports something and then you then fire them, and she's actually admitting to it on camera. So either this video here is scripted, which is possible, right? Because nowadays nobody's sure what's real anymore on the internet. So either this video is scripted or this has got to be one of the world's dumbest HR personnel. And I'm sure she's going to be hearing from the leadership team as well, because I'm sure they're not happy that she gave this evidence against the company on camera. Probably she doesn't even know that he's filming her right now, right? But again, and then people wonder why employees don't want to engage in all of these surveys where they ask you, oh, how are you feeling? Do you like the company? And then they're just looking for you to say something. Oh, it's totally anonymous. Don't worry about it. Right? And then the moment you say something bad, then something like this could happen. Now, I don't think this is right. And I don't think this is that common. And I really hope this isn't as common. I hope this is not a common thing that happens, honestly. I really hope this is a skit, actually. But y'all let me know down in the comments below. Is this a skit? What do you think about this one? We're going to dive into the comments and see what they have to say about this. So one commenter says, retaliation is illegal in all 50 states per Fed law. So I guess they're in the states, right? So there you go. I don't know if Anime Rush, that name doesn't fill me with confidence. So somehow I don't think they're an employment lawyer. But retaliation does sound illegal to me. Someone is asking the same thing I was wondering. Is this real or staged? Good question. Okay. Another person is saying straight to the lawyer's office. Yeah, I would say. Someone that says recording HR is the right decision. Exactly. This guy is a genius for having everything on tape. I think he could be in for a major payday, right? I don't know what settlements for something like this could be, but I guess it would depend on the company and what they're worth and all that. This is probably a smaller company, because larger companies, they'll probably know better than to do this. Someone says, I'm stuck on her tone. That's true, right? Like when she was like, what did your supervisor say? He's like, huh? Like, excuse me, we're not in kindergarten. Don't speak to me like that. That guy is probably a father, right? A husband. And you're going to talk to him like that? For what? Someone says, sue, sue, sue. Exactly. Another one says, at-will employment does not mean what she thinks it does. I think she doesn't know what at-will employment means either, right? Because at-will employment doesn't mean that you're free to retaliate against people, especially when they report injustice at the workplace. Someone says what she said is actually not true and illegal. Even in at-will states, it is still illegal to fire under certain circumstances, such as retaliation. I agree. Someone says lawyer up and use this as evidence. Exactly. Someone says this is actually illegal. It's called retaliation. Another one says HR is not there to protect you. It's to protect the company. Facts. Okay. Well, someone gave this girl like the Nobel Award for the stating the obvious, right? Like, of course, HR works for the company. Who pays HR? It's the company, right? So what do you really think they work for? Do you pay HR? No. No. I'm sorry, Ed. I'm just kidding. And someone else says these types of calls are supposed to be anonymous. Exactly. Usually it should be anonymous, but me, I'm never foolish enough to say anything bad about like the company, right? Whether I'm anonymous or I'm using my name, I'm not gonna be foolish enough to say anything bad. Just because I have like a family to feed, right? Family to take care of. And in these job markets, trust me, you don't want to find yourself unemployed in these job markets. But y'all let me know down in the comments below, what are you gonna do in this guy's situation? Are you going to lawyer up? Would you have spoken up against the company? Should you have just kept your mouth shut? I don't know. Let's talk about it down in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like and a subscribe. And until next time, peace.